Okay, so I imagine we're live. Yay! I imagine this will be a quick call because I don't think there was like an insane amount of updates this week to give. But oh, hey, Danny. But let's start as we always do with intentions and distractions and any agenda items that you want to cover. So for me, nothing major that I want to cover other than I'm excited to see if Marco wants to show off the new updates this week, and hear updates from Andrew, of course. And then distractions. There might be someone coming down that I need to say hi to, but other than that, I'm pretty focused. I'll pass it to Sam. Sam?
Yeah, now. Hello. Well, intention for the call. I would like to ask you for looking somebody to help with the front end. We can talk about that later because it is getting. I mean, I'm a front end developer, but not as good as one that can do very cool stuff, right? I'm more like a general developer, and it is taking a lot of work for me to do that, and I don't know how to do it actually. So let's see if we can find somebody to help. And in order of distractions, it's very hot here, but it is fine. And I pass it to Marco.
Thanks, Sam. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is fine. Intentions, getting updates actually from Sam to see how the front end is going. To show the assets that I prepared for the slider. Distractions, none. Everybody's left the home except my wife, so we're cool. And yeah, I pass it on to Danny.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. After last week, I got into the Figma and figured out how to comment on things, but I didn't really want to start commenting too much until I know it's the right time to do so on the text, which I feel like might be around now. So I thought I'd check in with you guys and see if there's anything I can help with around narrative cleanup as the text goes in, and maybe some graphic continuity. It looks like there's a few spots we could fill some things in. So my only distractions are to find the mosquito that keeps biting me and murder him.
And you pass it to Andrew.
Yeah,
Andrew, yeah. Great.
Hello, people. So today I managed to get some more stuff done on the thing, on the simulation. I had a little bug that took a bit of time to fix until I realized, oh, I hadn't written the unit test for it yet. So there we go. So other than that, it's fine. I'm planning out what the next stages of the simulation look like. The simulation now produces graphs again, but of course, the graphs don't mean anything at this point. But yes, the graphs are there if you want graphs.
Oh, great. Oh, yeah. So then let's start off with Sam and front end updates.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to do, I mean, I never have been doing these kind of things. And because I usually took something like Material UI, Aragon UI, something like that. And the components are already done. And it's easier in that way. But I am feeling like the Common Simulator Figma as it is right now, it's super cool, and I am not being able to do a good job there. Maybe if we get somebody else, I can work with him or her. And Yeah, I think that it's something that was already on the agenda to get a front-end developer. So
what would you say? What skills do they need, or what? Can you
What
give
are
a
specific? What are the specific problems, Sam, you're encountering there?
I am not. I have no experience with the animations.
Okay.
And also, I don't know, somebody who would be able to do something like that, then I can help him or her a lot. But the structure, the initial structure, will be very easy. Will be very helpful to be if that other person can provide it, and then I can add the rest of things. But that initially structure, it's costing me a lot. It's like, how should I do that? Because
Okay.
I
So
have not a basis.
Okay, so basically we need someone. We need someone to prepare the project, the architecture of the front end, to figure that out, and also help you. Then you can assist, and then also help you out with the graphic elements, charts, basically with some JavaScript, right?
Yeah, I can work with the JavaScript part, but I have no experience with the graphical part. I wanted to learn that with that project, but it has been a long time.
I understand. It can be time consuming for you. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically we need like a senior expert to prepare the ground.
That would be great. That would be great.
And then, maybe create a tech stack or whatever we're going to be using for the charts, for graphs, for the whatever script or something like that. Take the main part of doing that, and then you will assist the learn on the go, and then eventually you can take over.
Can you say that we need the tech stack for the graphs, for graphics?
I mean, not tech stack, but just the what JavaScript library we're going to use or whatever we're going to be using, right? So basically,
you were commenting some of them.
So basically,
and I don't have experience with them. I mean, I can understand them, but I think that the work I will do with them is not as good as I would like. So with some help, I think it will be fantastic.
Okay.
Do you have somebody in mind? Maybe Chris?
What I would, if I may just jump in here, I would just like to advise that we ask someone for the recommendation, like to show them the design and ask the expert, like, what do you recommend to do here? And, what is your recommendation on how we're going to structure the front end? Just so that we know what's the, best possible option. And then we can find someone, if that person is not available, to find someone and ask them, hey, guys, like, we need a front-end developer, experience in this and that. It will be much easier.
If it's possible, if it could be React or something like that, because I know that many people will understand it as a WordPress page, but it's not a WordPress page at all. I mean, I am sure that many people could say, yeah, let's do a WordPress. I think that there is a theme that can apply to that, and no, let's do all with React.
Yeah. So basically,
it should be a React front-end developer.
That, I mean, on the front end, decision have to be made. So whether it's React, what JS library we're going to be using, how we're going to structure the front end and stuff like that. So there will be some decisions to be made regarding the tech part. So for that reason, I typically, ask the expert from the outside, showing the design and, just, advise on what would be the best approach here. And then based on that, we can, look up for someone.
Okay, so step one, we go talk to some experts who can just give us, or at least one expert that can give us like, yeah, I think you should do this, and it takes them 15 minutes, right?
Exactly.
And then once we get that expert recommendation, we say a kind of a job description of sorts and say, hey, who has this expertise? and then we go out and look for the person.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's
Actually, if I have I can do some work with that if I have the basic architecture. I mean, what I am having trouble is by setting it up from the scratch, but because I don't have any reference for doing a website similar to that. I used to work with other kind of applications, and it's like I don't know where I can begin with that.
yeah.
So if
but
we
also
could have that expert that says let's do that, even if he or her cannot work with that. I can at least from that initial point of
I mean, it will be a lot more fun though to get a second front end dev for you to work with.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah, completely.
If I get the permission, to show this design and the prototype to my, fellow devs, I can just, if that's okay, I can just, ask the experts. So, okay, cool, fine.
Yeah, definitely, Marco. You feel free to run with this. This is becoming your baby,
All right, got it.
So, okay, cool. Well, I have this in the notes. And then we'll go.
I'm sorry because at the beginning I said no, I can do that. No worries. And right now it's like I don't know where to begin with. I'm in trouble.
No, I mean, come on. It's so much more. I mean, first off, what Marco has built is beautiful and unique. Yeah. So it's not as easy as like pull out some JavaScript library, React like normal component. It's not gonna fly. So
yeah, and last time during the core, for that reason, I also said like it doesn't have to be one-on-one match for the design. Pick whatever you can and see how you can at least try to make it similar or as close to the designs, because I know it's not that easy for the front ends to do this. So no worries, Sam.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, is there any other comments on the front end that we want to discuss? Okay, then let's keep going.
No, not at the moment.
Marco, do you want to give us some design updates on?
Yeah. So basically, I just resolved the comments that you posted, Griff. Made some editorial changes. I prepared the assets for Sam, but we'll see. Now since the situation and context has changed, we're going to see how we're going to go about that one. Let me just quickly share the screen for the assets.
The assets are still necessary for the front end, so.
Yeah, I know. So, last time we talked about, the numbers and the sliders, how it's going to change. So I prepared, the states here, like 3, 30, 60, 90. I just prepared a bunch of them. We'll see if we're going to, use all of them or some of them. So it's basically just multiplying the people on the back until we reach the number of 300. So that's for that part. Other than that, editorial changes, and what's left for me to do this week is the summary screen here. And also, I just updated the loading screen. So this is going to be the loading page. And with some addition to some text that I pasted here from the narrative doc. Still needs a little bit more refinement, but that's the loading one. And then for the results, I just pasted the screenshots of these 3 graphs. Because basically we're going to be generating the 3 graphs, and it's no point for me to just draw them here because they will be generated by the cadCAD, right? So whatever front end we're going to be using, whatever JS or whatever thing, it's just going to be generated here with a summary, and then below here, still from the narrative, I need to add a second button here and the comments. This is where I left off actually from today. Is try again or go back or check this scoreboard, leaderboard or something like that. So part of the narrative is coming here as well. So that's for the design updates. On my to-do list, I have these 2 pages to finalize and figure out the front-end stack, architecture, whatever. And then eventually, if something...
Is there a link in which we can. Is there?
Oh, you're
Sorry.
breaking up.
Sorry, Sam, can you repeat that?
Oh no,
Sam.
come back. No. Oh man,
No worries.
bad reception. Sam, you might just chat your comments because we really can't hear you. If you can hear that.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
for that part, I do encourage everyone to, again, go through the Figma, comment, suggest whatever, if there needs something to be improved or you feel otherwise. You still have time to do that, so please go ahead and do it.
Yeah, so that sounds like open license, Danny. I actually also put it in like the general channel and stuff, just open call out to everyone. Figmas are ready for comments, come on in and be critical.
Yeah, and I you know what I think like once we have the front end of on the dev environment where we will be able to share a link and people will be able to click around, I think that's when the comments will come in. I mean, we'll have time to change some stuff and get the feedback from users, but yeah, anyway, moving forward, pretty good, I think.
I don't know. I'm bullish on your designs attracting comments as is, because like people were confused. They thought it was a website, right?
Yeah.
So like why isn't the slider moving?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can get some comments, especially if someone's familiar with Figma and they know where the comment button is. Danny's point earlier, I might make some screenshots and be like, click.
Yeah, I felt accomplished just figuring out how to add a comment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add a screenshot with instructions here, so.
Okay, great.
And I'm gonna paste it in the channel.
Then let's talk cadCAD. Oh, well, Sam, were you able to write your comment? I didn't see a chat, but we'll go back to your comments, Sam. If you just type them out somewhere, we'll find them. That being said, Andrew, cadCAD updates. Do you want to go? Do you have anything else that you wanted to talk about?
Well, I just want to say that there's more updates. This week's update was less than last week's update. So yes, basically, I have now organized proposals and stuff into classes, and these classes actually have static methods, so they're not actually dependent on the class being instantiated. So they're basically just normal functions, but I grouped them into classes for readability, basically. And that's basically it. And I split what used to be one policy and one state update function in the Zargham version into 3 separate policies and 3 separate state update functions. So that's basically where most of the simplicity is coming from. And yes, and now I can unit test them, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so it's just basically a long slog. We are now kind of like probably 20% done at this point. It's just a long slog towards the end.
Oh, cool. That's great news. Did Sam give an update? No chat update yet. Well, we'll have to do, I think that's it. I think those are all our updates for the week, and I don't want to hold everyone here unless there's any final things that we should sync on. Anybody?
Nope.
Cool. Well, Sam, if you can get those, if you can hear us, get those last comments. Just put them in the Telegram chat, in the DDev chat, and we'll take it from there. And otherwise, great sync meeting, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.